Good morning friends, welcome to the session of tricks and shortcuts in profit and loss questions. Myself Dinesh Miglani, that's our practice session number 1. You may subscribe to my channel Dinesh Miglani on YouTube. On that you find all topics of mathematics as well as verbal ability, reasoning, general studies. The students who are going for CAT, IFT, ZAT, SSC, banking, government job exams, CLAT, GMAT, GRE. The different sessions are available there. QMT, QCAR Maths Technique, especially for CAT students. Fast Mathematics for students who are going for SSC. 12 sessions are there in that. Mastering Geometry sessions, 15 sessions are there. Mastering Trigonometry, 15 sessions are available. Enriching Vocabulary, number of sessions are available, right? For that you have to subscribe my channel @Dinesh Miglani. Let us start with the first problem of this session. An article when sold for 200 fetches 25% profit, right? It means I can find my cost price very easily. 200 into 100 by 125, or I may say 5 by 4. 5 will go on 40, 160. Cost price can be found very easily, that is 160. What will be the percentage profit or loss if 6 such articles are sold for 105056? So what is the selling price of one article divided by 6? 6 will go on 1, right? I may say 45. 6 will go on 7, right? 42, 36, 6, right? Now what I can say, if my cost is 160 and selling price is 176, what's my profit? 16. So my profit percent is 10%, right? Hence I can say answer to my question is second one, that is 10% profit. Okay, before watching this session I expect from you to watch my basic session of profit and loss, because number of formulas, number of concepts I will directly use in this session, and for understanding, if you have watched my earlier session of profit and loss, you can easily solve this question because it's a practice session. Let us take the second problem here. It is given that an article when sold for 960 fetches 20% profit. I may first find cost price. Mentally you can find out 960 by 1.2, that is said to be 800 cost price. What will be the profit or loss if 5 such articles are sold for 825 each, right? It means cost is 800 and selling price is 825. My profit is 25 upon 800 into 100, right? That I have to solve it. So what is my answer? 8, 3, 24, 1.25. So I can say there is a profit of 3.125%. First is my answer. Let us take the next problem here. What percentage of selling price would be 34% of cost price if gross profit is 26% of selling price? मान लीजिए selling price कितना है 100, profit would be 26 because it is calculated on selling price. So cost is said to be 100 minus 26, you may say 74. Question is, what percentage of selling price would be 34% of the cost price? 34% of cost price selling price का कितना percent होगा? 74 into 34 by 100 divided by 100 selling price into 100, that you have to solve it, right? So what you can say, 74 into 34 by 100, you have to multiply just 74 by 34. So what you can say, 4 for 16, 6 carry 1, or then you can say 28 and 1, 29 and 12. So that is said to be 41, 1 carry 4, 21 and 4, 25, right? So I can say my answer is 5.16%. That's my answer, right? So I can say third is my answer. Okay. Next question is, by selling 12 notebooks, the seller earns profit equal to selling price of 2 notebooks. What is the profit percent, right? If you remember, I told you a profit equation concept. 12 SP equal to 12 CP plus 2 SP, because he is getting a profit of 2 selling price. Come take care. 10 SP equal to 12 CP, or you can say SP over CP is said to be 12 by 10. It means profit is 2, cost is 10. So answer is said to be 20%. So I can say my profit percentage is equal to 20%. That becomes my answer, right? Just very simple thing. 12. The selling price must have that much of cost price. An extra that you have, that is either profit or loss. If profit, add it. If loss, minus it. Then just take the ratio of the SP and CP, and by using this you can easily get your answer. Next question is, in what ratio must a grocer mix tea 60 kg, 65 kg so that by selling it at 68.2 he may gain 10%. A question of allegation mixture and some part is profit and loss. 60, 65. 68.2 is the selling price. I have to find the cost price. 100 by 110. Right, just solve it. So what you can say, 11 will go on 66 and 2, 62. So I can say cost price will be 62. Apply allegation 3 and 2. Right, so what is my mixing ratio? 3:2. So I can say they have to be mixed in the ratio 3:2 so that at selling it at 68.2 he may gain 10% profit. Answer is 3:2. Let us take the next problem here. It is given that a shopkeeper sold an article offering a discount of 5% and earned a profit of 23%. The discount percentage is 5%. Profit percent earning is 23.5%. Question is, what would be the percentage of profit if no discount has been offered? It means I have to find the mark price, right? Because जब कोई discount नहीं देंगे तो जो mark price है same becomes the profit percentage. I told you the formula. P is always equal to M minus D minus M into D by 100, right? So I may say 23.5 equal to M minus 5 into M by 100. Okay, that will go on 20. Let us take here, you may take it as 28.5. M minus M by 20, you may take 90 M by 20. Right, now you have to solve it. You may say M equal to 285 by 10 into 20 by 90. That is cancelled out. 19 will go on 1 and then 5. Right, so I may say 30%. Here you can say your markup is 30%. Right, it means अगर कोई डिस्काउंट अलाउ नहीं करेंगे तो यही जो मार्कअप परसेंटेज है इट सेम बिकम्स इक्वल टू प्रॉफिट परसेंटेज. तो आई कैन से आंसर इज सेट टू बी 30%. 30% is my answer. Let us take the next problem here. It is given that a shopkeeper sold a TV set for 17940 at a discount of 8% and gained 19.6%. If no discount is allowed, what is the gain percentage? Same question. The discount is 8% and profit given is 19.6, right? We have to find the profit percentage. I have to find the markup percentage. What I can take, 19.6 equal to M minus 8 by 100 minus M into 8 by 100. That you can say, right? That comes here. Sorry, M minus 8. What I can say that P is equal to M minus D minus MD by 100. That comes here. You may say 27.6 equal to. That would be 92 M by 100, right? That will go on 0.3. So I can say M is same as to 30%. That becomes my answer. Here also I can say the markup percentage is 30% because no discount is allowed. So we can say that same markup percentage will become equal to profit percentage. The answer is said to be 30%. Next question is, Deepa bought a calculator at a 30% discount on the listed price. Had she got no discount, she would have paid 82.5 rupees extra, right? We have to find the selling price. Now we know that the discount is always given on the mark price, that you know, right? It means that 30% is equal to 82.5, that 30% of the mark price, right? So from here I can say 30% of the mark price is equal to 82.5. Right, so from that what I can say, I can find the mark price. Just solve it, you can easily solve it. So that will go on 3, 2, 6, 22, 7 and 5. Right, so I can say my mark price is equal to 275 and he had been offered a discount of 82.5. It means what is my selling price? Just subtract it. 5, 4 to 2, 17, 8, 9, right, and 1. So I can say that is said to be 192.5 rupees. That becomes my answer. So what the process here we have done? 30% of the discount, right? So I can say 30% of M is equal to 82.5. You can just compare it, find out M, mark price, and then there is a discount of 82.5. So I subtract 275 minus 82.5. So I am getting my answer to be 192.5. The next problem here is, if man had 100 kg of sugar, part of which is sold at a profit of 10%, rest at a profit of 17%. He gained 10% on the whole. How much did he sell at a 7% profit? Allegation mixture question. 7, 17 and 10, right? Apply allegation 7 and that would be 3. So ratio is 7:3. Now this portion is for 7% profit, this is for 17% profit, right? We have to find that 7% profit means 7:3, so that is equal to 70 kg. That becomes my answer. Okay, means we have to be now comfortable with all the topic of mathematics, because sometime you may find that in the topic of the profit and loss, number of questions are there that could be solved very easily with the help of the concept of allegation mixture. So I can say answer is said to be 70. Let us take the next problem here. Some articles are bought for 4 rupees 5, right, and sold 5 rupees 6. Find the gain percentage. Earlier I told you the shortcut method, 36 minus 25 by 25 into 100, right? The answer is said to be 44%. That's my answer. Very easy question. Means if you have any question of this variety, what you are expected to do, just write in such a way. That is the articles price, right? Cross multiply 36 minus 25 by 25 into 100. And if you get the value to be negative, it means there is a loss, right? Here it is positive, so I can say my answer is said to be 44%. That's my answer. Let us take the next problem here. A tradesman sold an article at a loss of 20%. If selling the price have been increased by 100%, there would be a gain of 5%. Means first there was a loss of 20, now there is a profit of 5, right? How this happens? Because वो कितने में सेल कर रहा है, उसे 100 रुपीज ज्यादा पे सेल करता है. Now what is the difference in the profit percentage? पहले लॉस था 20% का, अब प्रॉफिट है 5% का. परसेंटेज चेंज कितना हुआ? 25%. बिकॉज पहले 20% तो he has to cover the loss, then 5% profit. So you can say 25% of the cost is equal to 100, right? I have to find my cost price. So 100% is equal to 400 rupees. Here I can say the cost price is equal to 400 rupees. Third is my answer. What I can say, cost is equal to rupees 400. Let us take the next problem here. A man bought 2 goats for 1008. He sold one at a loss of 20%, other at a profit of 44%. If each goat was sold for the same price, the cost price of the goat which was sold at a loss was, right? Here it is given that the selling price was same, right? What I can say, let us say selling price was X. The cost for the first was equal to X into 100 by 80, and the second one is equal to X into 100 by 144, and sum is equal to 1008, right? First of all I have to find X here. So what I can say, X into 5 by 4 plus, from here I can say X into 25 by 36 equal to 1008, right? So let us say X is taken as common, right? So I may say 36 is my LCM, so 45, right, plus 25. So what I can say, 45 plus 25 is 70 by 36 equal to 1008. So you may just solve it, right? From here you can find the value of X. So let us say X is equal to 1008 into 36 by 70, right? Now question is, I have to find the cost price of the goat which is sold at a loss. That's the cost price, right? For finding the cost price, what I can say, I have to make it 100 by 80, because that is the X, right? But I have to find the cost price. With that value you have to find, so just directly multiply 100 by 80. Now solve it. You find it very easily. 0 cancel out. Now further I will take 7 will 14, 98, then 4, right? 8 will go on 18, 144, 18 into 36. 18 6 are 1088, carry 10, 54 and 10, 64. So I can say the cost price is equal to 648. The first is my answer. So I can say that the cost price of the goat which is sold at a loss is equal to rupees 648. Let us take the next problem. Catalog price of a radio was 720, means that is the mark price. It was sold at a discount of 16.2 by 3% of the catalog price, and gain was 25%, right? Find the gain or loss percent if it is sold for rupees 160 below the catalog price, right? It means what I need here, I need cost price. If you have the cost price, With that you can easily answer it, right? So what you can say, in order to find the cost price, so one process is very simple. Let us say mark price is equal to 720. There was a discount of 16 by 3%, means that is 50 by 3% discount. You may say 100 minus 50 by 3 by 100, that you can say. And there was a profit of 25%, that's the selling price. Profit of 25, you can 100 by 120, that's my cost price. Okay, now just solve it. That is 300 minus 25, 250. You can make it as 250 upon 3 into 100 into 100 upon 125, right? Cancel out, 125 will go on 2, 3 will go on 240. So I can say cost price is equal to 480, right? Now next is given that gain or profit loss percent find kariye if it is sold for 160 below the mark price. What is my mark price? 720. I sold it for 160 less, that is equal to 560. So I can say my selling price is 560 and my cost price is 480. So what is my profit? 80 by cost price into 100. It will go on 6. So I can say 16.66%. A is my answer. 16 by 3% is my profit percentage if my article is sold for 160 less below the catalog price, right? So what I have taken here, that I just tried to make an effort for finding the cost price, right? So here, if after finding the cost price, it's very easy for you to answer your question. Let us take the next problem here. A trader man sells one kind of sugar at 3 per kg, loses 20%, and another kind of sugar at 5 per kg, gains 25%. He mixes them together in equal proportion and sells the mixture at 6 per kg, right? So what is his gain percent? Means if he sells for rupees 3 and he loses 20%, right? And if another kind of sugar for rupees 5, he gains 25%. Okay. So what we can say, from here we can find the cost price. Rupees 3 and loss is 25%, loss is 20%. So I may say cost price is 100 by 80. For the second cost price is 5, it is 100 by 125. That you can solve very easily. It would be, you can say 2, 4, 2, 5. Here you can say 15 by 4 for the first. For the second it is 4 by 5. That is said to be 4. Right? He mixes them together in equal proportion. So let us say 1 kg of this and 1 kg of this, and sells the mixture 6 kg. It means my selling price would be 12 because 2 kg are there. What is my cost price? 16. 15 plus 16, 31 by 4. That's my cost price and this is my selling price. Right? I have to find the profit percentage. 48. So I may say 48 minus 31. 17 by 4 by 31 by 4 into 100. That's my answer. Just solve it. So we can say 1700 by 31. That's my answer. So 1700 by 31 into 100. That's my profit percentage. Let us just solve it. What I can say, 31 will go on 5. So I may say 155. Then 150. 31 will go on 4. 40. That is 54 point something. C is my answer. So I can say answer is said to be 54, 26 by 31%. That's answer to my problem. Very easy questions. Only just understanding of the question is required and a few calculations are required from your side. With that, you can easily answer these problems. Let us take the next question here. A shopkeeper marks his goods at 1/2 by 1/3 of the cost price and allows a discount of 10%. So what is the profit percent, right? If I say 1/2 by 1/3 of his cost price, marks his good at 1/2 by 1/3, it means he is increasing by 2/3, right? So what I can say, let us say the cost is 3 and he increases by 2/3, it means he is making my mark price to be 5. There is a discount of 10%, means 0.5 discount, that is 4.5. So what is the profit percentage? 1.5 by 3 into 100. So you can say that is said to be 50%. That's my answer. Means what you have to do, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस परसेंटेज रेशियो किसी भी क्वेश्चन के अंदर assumption अगर आपने कुछ नंबर करना है, don't take it x first thing, don't take it 100, as per to the need, take as per to the need. How? Because it is given that he marks his goods at 1/2 by 1/3 of the cost. It means I have to assume the cost price is such a number that which is the multiple of 3. If I take it as a multiple of 3, it's very easy for me to calculate, right? Now after calculation I can say it is said to be 50% profit. Let us take the next problem here. On an order of 5 dozen boxes of a consumer product, a person receives an extra dozen free. It means total boxes received equal to 6 and the money paid for rupees 5. So what is the discount? 1. The discount is always taken on the mark price. So I can say 1 by 6 into 100. So we can say the discount is equal to 16.66%. That's my answer, right? So here I can say answer is said to be B, 16 by 3%. Let us take the next problem here. A tradesman marks his goods at 20% above the cost price. He sold half the stock at mark price, 1 quarter at discount of 20% on the mark price, and the rest has a discount of 40% of the mark price. Ultimately, what was his gain? So let us say cost was 100, overall mark price was 120, right? He sold half of the goods at the mark price, means out of 100, 50 goods he sold for 60. 1 quarter. At a 1 quarter means 25 at a discount of 25% on the mark price. So as per to we need, we can say mark price is 1.2. If there is a discount of 20% on that, so on that basis I can say on 30 you have to give a discount of 20%, that is said to be 24, right? And for the rest, for rest 25, the mark price was 30 and the discount of 40%. It means there is a discount of on 30, 40% is 12. So I can say that is 18, right? It means total selling price we can take from here 18 plus 24. So what you can say? You may take that value to be equal to 42 plus 60, 102. And cost was 100. So we can say the profit was equal to 2%. So answer is said to be D. Let us look at the problem again. Let us say 100 items are there and mark price was 120. Half of the item at the mark means 50 item I sold for 60 because half of the mark price would be 60. 1 quarter. Items are 25 and mark price must be 30 for that. But there is a discount of 20%, means there is a discount of 6 rupees. So selling price would be 24 further. The rest 25, it was 30, but the discount of 40%, it means for 12. So I can say that is 18. So what I can say, sum was 102, that becomes my answer. So I can say my selling price was 102, cost was 100, there is a profit of 2%, that's my answer. Let us take the next question here. Somesh bought a microwave oven and paid 10% less than the original price. He sold it at a 30% profit on the price he had paid. What percentage profit did Somesh earn on the original price? So let us say original price was 100. He paid 10% less, means he paid 90. He sold it at a 30% profit on the price he paid. It means at a profit of 30% he sold it for 117 because 30% of this is 27. 90 plus 27 is 117. The question is, what percentage did Somesh earn on the original price? Original price was 100, selling price was 117. So I can say his profit percentage is equal to 17%. So here my answer is said to be fourth one, 17%. That becomes my answer. Let us take the next problem here. A builder purchased a plot for land for rupees 80 lakh and constructed a 5-story building inclusive of ground floor on it. How much should he charge for each flat to mark 25% profit on the investment on the land if there are 5 flats on each story? Okay, means 5 stories are there, total flats are equal to 25. And when we talk about the overall selling price, that should be there for the overall, because you need 25% profit, it means it should be 1 crore. Overall should be 1 crore. So I have to divide this 1 crore by 25. I have to divide this 1 crore by 25 because here the problem is 5 stories are there and on that number of flats are equal to 5. So here question is for each flat we have to find out. So we divide total 1 crore by 25, right? So that would be around 4 lakh and I am not getting anything in my answer. Here I can say answer is said to be fifth one. So that is said to be 5, none of these. Let us take the next question here. A trader purchased an old bicycle for 480. He spent 20% of the cost on repairs. If he wants to earn a profit of 144, how much percentage should he add to the purchase price for the bicycle? 480 he got it, 20% he have to add it as a repair, 96, so you may say 6, 17, 7 carry 1, 576. 144 he wants to earn a profit, so what I can say, add both, so you may get your value as 6 for 10 0 carry 1, 8 for 12 0 carry 1, 720, right? Means his cost was 480 and now he have to sell for 720, right? It means how much should be the purchase price should have to be increased. So what I can say, that must be 240 by 480 into 100. Here I can say the purchase price have to be increased by 50%. So first is my answer, 50% becomes my answer, right? Because here his cost was actually 480, right? And he have to make a price over that because purchase price was 480 and selling price must be 720. It means there is a difference of 240. So I can say 50% is my answer. Let us take the next problem here. The ratio between sales price and cost price of an article is 7:5. So what is the ratio profit? What is the ratio between the profit and the cost price of the article? Profit is 2, cost is 5. So I can say ratio is said to be 2:5 because I have to find the ratio between the profit and cost price. Hence I can say the fifth is my answer, 2:5. Let us take the next problem here. Venkat purchased 20 dozens of toys at a rate of 375 per dozen. He sold each one of them at a rate of 33. So what is his profit percentage, right? So what I can say, I can here say that for 375 per dozen means I just take the price was, cost price was 375, selling price for one was 33, so I can say for whole multiply by 12 for a dozen, 12 3 36 6 carry 3, 36 and 3 39. Now the profit is equal to 21 upon 375 into 100, that I have to find because I have to find the profit percentage, right? It means there is no use of this 20 dozens of toys. Just solve it. I can say 25 will go on 4 and 25 will go on 1 and 125 5, right? 3 5 and 3 7. So I may say 28 by 5, right? So that will be taken as 5.6% profit. So I can say answer is said to be second, right? Or what I can do, I can also take it for 1 toy, that is 375 by 12, but that would be calculated. Why? Because my answer would be in points, right? That's why I just converted it into the of the a dozen multiplied by 12, and now from here I can compare and I can find the profit percentage. Let us take the next problem here. Profit earned by selling an article for 832 is equal to loss incurred when the same article is sold for 448. What should be the sale price if there is a profit of 50%? So let us say cost is X, profit is equal to 832 minus X. Right, in the second case, it should be X minus 448. Because here it is equal, just add 2 and divide by 2. Or you can say it as, come here, that is, we have to add it 12. I can say that is 1280 equal to 2X. From here I can say X equal to 640. Right, so I can say cost is equal to 640. Because I have to get a profit of 50%. 50% of this is 320. My total is said to be 960. Here I can say he has to sell it for rupees 960 in order to get a profit of 50%. Let us take the next problem here. An article is sold at a profit of 20%. If he had sold it at a profit of 25%, he would have fetched 35 more. It means, earlier question I told you, 20% and 25%, what is the difference? 5%. 5% is equal to 35. It means 100% is equal to 700. So I can say cost price of the article is said to be 700. Second is my answer, right? So what we have taken here? Let us say 20 and 25%, there is a difference of 5%. So we can say 5% is equal to 25 because I have to find the cost price. So we can say 100% is equal to 700. Second is my answer. Some article were bought for 645 and sold for 546. Right? Earlier we have taken such type problem. 6, 5 and 5, 6. That is 36 minus 25 by 25 into 100. Right? So from here we can say there is a profit of 44%. That's my answer. So I can say fourth is my answer, profit of 44%. Okay. The next question is cost price of 12 pence is equal to selling price of 8 pence. So I can say 12 CP equal to 8 SP or else I can say CP over SP is equal to 8 by 12, right? It means selling is 12 and cost is 8, profit is 4. Profit is always taken as a percentage of cost price. So my answer is said to be 50%. You can say there is a profit of 50% here. 50% becomes your answer. Right? By selling an article for rupees 69, there is a loss of 8%. When the same article is sold for 78, what is the profit or loss percentage? Selling price is 69. I just find the cost price. 100 by 92. That's my cost price. 23, 3, 24, 4, 4, 25. So I can say my cost price is rupees 75. Now this is sold for 78. What is my profit? 3. 3 by 75 into 100. 25, 4, 25, 3. So here I can say my profit is said to be 4%. So here my answer is said to be 4% gain. Second is my answer. Let us take the next problem here. On selling 7 balls for rupees 720, there is a loss equal to cost price of 5 balls. 17 selling price includes 17 CP plus 5 CP. There is a loss. So minus 5 CP. So I can say 17 SP equal to 12 CP. From here I can say SP by CP is said to be 12 upon 70. Right? Okay. Now here what is given that, one thing I can observe very easily that it is given that now SP upon CP would be taken as 12 upon 17 because selling price of 17 balls is 720. It means one ball is 720 by 17. That's my selling price. Let us say cost price is X and this would be taken as 12 by 17. This is cancelled out, 12 will go on 60. So I can say cost price is equal to 60. That's my answer. So here I can say the cost price of the ball is rupees 60 is my answer. Very easy problem. Because from here we can make an interrelation between SP and CP. So we can say the ratio of selling price and cost price is 12:17. Now using this I just solve it, right? And from here I can say rupees 60 is my answer. I hope you enjoyed the session. We have discussed a lot of problems in this session. After understanding the questions, somewhere you have a base in your mind. When a question comes to you, what should be the best approach in order to answer it, right? Share these videos with your friends so that they can also be benefited. You may contact at my number 092 155 14435 and you may subscribe me on my YouTube channel @Dinesh Miglani. Thank you very much.